So firstly, we'd like to thank the chair. Last week also we took up some issues of national importance and we had a good, we had a nice, good, solid debate and discussion on an issue of national importance. Today also, sir, we've taken up an issue of this short duration discussion on the farmers. And as we heard this morning, that there's also a calling attention motion which has been admitted on the flood-like situation in many states. Also, it's raining very heavily in Bengal. So the DVC, those sluice gates are being opened. So because of that opening also, there's a lot of damage being caused. So thank you, sir, for allowing us to take this issue up. Sir, let me begin. I was trying to find out where should we begin? What should we make the benchmark here? So I thought the best benchmark here to make, and is to quote, is the BJP Manifesto of 2014. Let's not think what happened before that, what happened 10 years ago. There were two quotes. I've started reading the BJP Manifesto now. It's very, it's good to read because then you get to know what were the promises made and where we are today. So page 25, within 3 years, page 25, increase profits of farmers up to 50% over the input costs. BJP Manifesto, page 25. Next one is also on page 25. Strengthen and expand the rural credit facilities. So through today, I'll try and tell you where we've reached in the last, where the BJP government have reached in the last 3 years. And since I was reading the BJP Manifesto, you'd pardon me if I also read the Trinamool Manifesto of 2011. And where have we reached in 6 years in Bengal? Sir, someone has been, the speaker from the BJP said we never appreciate. The opposition is forever opposing. And the government, we don't appreciate. We appreciate the government because for the last 5 years, the Krishi Karman Award given by the central government for food grain production, coarse grain production has come to my state, Bengal. So thank you very much for that award. Sir, the income of the farmers, these are hard numbers. Income of farmers from 2010 promise made to 2016 now in my state, Bengal, for an annual income of 91,000 has now moved up to a little over 2 lakhs. These are hard numbers, sir. And interestingly, the opening speaker, my colleague Digvijay ji, and the speaker from Madhya Pradesh of the BJP, both spent some time on the Jha ji from Madhya Pradesh, Digvijay ji from Madhya Pradesh. Yeah, they both spent some time on the Fasal Yojana, the Pradhan Mantri Fasal Yojana. They both spent some time and trying to explain that. I would request both Madhya Pradesh and everywhere else, you look at the Bengal model, which nobody has tried. It's working very well in Bengal. Here's the model. The farmer gives, sir, you are aware of this, the agricultural minister is here, we've discussed this also informally with him. The farmer gives 50%, the government gives 50%, that is the share of the government and the state government. But what is unique in Bengal, the farmer does not give ek rupya bhi farmer nahi deta. Pura state government deta, baki central government. I'm happy and appreciate that the agriculture minister is nodding and that this residual money is also picked up by the farmer. So rather than doing a tutu meme on Madhya Pradesh, you know, this is a good model and I would urge many more states to follow this model. Sir, there has been a lot of talk and it is good that we should also have something on the table. Sir, I certify that the contents are correct and they are based on authentic information. Sir, because it doesn't matter which state, it doesn't matter which party is ruling the state, that's not important. This is what we believe is an authentic list of 90 farmers who committed suicide. So we've got the state, we've got the name, we've got the age, and we've got the reason for the suicide. Sir, so these farmers are taken taken care of. Sir, I would like to place this on the table. In the morning before I came here, I had these documents authenticated. Sir, they do this for many reasons, and we don't have the time to go into whether it's psychological reasons because they can't pay back the debt, or because of they don't have enough counseling. Sir, and it's been a reasonably good monsoon compared to the last 2 years of drought. And we are very well aware that India is so dependent on the monsoon because when it comes to water capacity also, sir, to America has about 2,000 cubic C. China has about 2,000. Russia has about 6,000. Where are we, sir? We are at 200 cc. And this has not happened in the last 4 years. This has been happening for a period of time. So we need to address this issue, sir. Now let's come to the issue of the great announcement of demonetization. In fact, I was quite intrigued by what the speaker from the BJP said, Jhaji. He said, naam badal gaya. Yes, naam badal gaya, lekin kaam badal gaya. That's a question we have to ask, sir. Because otherwise, when this country thought they voted for a game changer, I'm sure this country doesn't only want a name changer. Sir, on the cashless economy, sir, the hard facts here, what did the farmers do? Whether it was in Eastern UP, whether it was in Gujarat, in Rajasthan, what did they do? They went back to the old system because there was no cash available. They went back to the barter system, sir. And the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh had to appeal to traders to pay at least half in cash. Sir, if you look at what the RBI called the fire sale of crops, and you compare potato, tomato, and onion of last year to this year, whether you do it in Kolar in Karnataka, whether you do it in Farrukhabad in UP, whether you do it in Lalsagaon in Maharashtra, whether it's potato, tomato, and onion, sir, all prices have shown a considerable drop. Sir, everyone talked about the MSP. Everyone talked about the MSP. Sir, let me make a specific recommendation to the minister on MSP. And I go back to a colleague of ours who would sit here, and he was an inspirational colleague, MS Swaminathan ji, who was a nominated member. Sir, there is too much of talk happening on MSP. Here's a hard suggestion coming from the Trinamool Congress. Sir, what did Swaminathan ji say? He says, if you look at the minimum support price, how do you calculate this minimum support price? Sir, let us say, if you take let us say you call this C, for want of a better term, you call it C. So you take the seed cost, all the input costs. You take the seed cost, you take the labor wages, you take all the agro practices, you take the insecticides, the pesticides. You put it all together and you call it C. Let's say that costs 1,000 rupees. Then he suggests, which we agree, the MSP must be C2. So if 1,000 rupees is the input cost, you need to arrive at C2 plus all expenses is 50%, then it becomes 1,500 rupees. Sir, this is a hard number which we are suggesting. We have done it in a different way in Bengal because we've done this through actually paying for the farmers part of the premium. I don't want to re-elaborate the point which Digvijay brought up and Ram Vilas ji brought up on the Ram Gopal Yadav ji brought up that the insurance and the claims of farmers. Sir, in the Fasal Bima Yojana, and I'm saying this is not a problem in Bengal because the state is covering for you, but in the rest of the country, claims paid to farmers is less than 2,000 crores out of the 6,000. And the agriculture minister must look at these, sir. Sir, no discussion on farmers' rights. Because today I heard a lot of rhetoric from the speaker of the BJP. We will do this, we will do this, we will do this. Fine, we wish you luck. But I want to tell you what was done for farmers. And I will be failing in my duty if I do not recall in at least 1 minute the historic 2006 Shingu agitation for farmers. That is truly fighting for farmers' rights. When a big corporate company like Tata, in association with all the media houses, wanted to snatch 1,000 acres away from farmers. 600 acres owned by farmers were willing to give their land without being forced by this company. But Mamta Di and the Trinamool Congress said the 400 acres, the unwilling farmers must not, their land must not be snatched away, sir. So we all know what happened in 2006, and we all must remember what happened after that. In December 2006, one lady, 26 days, hunger strike, one objective, save the Indian farmer. And that is why we are glad since then, a lot of the land movement and the way we look at land, that has also changed, sir. So we must, and what has happened? We said this, okay, everyone said political, we are making a political point. Sir, we were saying that in 2006. And no less a body than the Supreme Court of India. The Supreme Court of India, in historic judgment on the 31st of August last year, passed this judgment that the 400 acres of land which was usurped from the farmer had to be given back to the farmer. And there is now farming happening there, sir. So this is not rhetoric, but I thought this was an appropriate moment to make some constructive suggestions to the government to see how 1 or 2 states in India are using models which are different. 3, to acknowledge the history and the contribution made by people who have been part of this movement and having been launching. They're not launching either television channels or changing names. Sir, because 60 years ago, almost to the day, Mother India was launched, the film. Now we are coming 60 years because it was launched in 57. And now we are coming to 2017, sir. So we talk about bullet trains, smart cities, Kisan channels, but the life of the farmer is still the same. Thank you, sir.
Roti Bank Foundation has served over 1.5 crore meals to needy kids. Feed a child with just ₹40. Please donate generously. Visit rotibankfoundation.org. Join hands to build a healthy India.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.